Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Drake Chappelle. Tonight, I've been asked to do something nearly impossible, to put into words the gratitude we feel for the teachers, parents, and guardians who have helped shape us into who we are today. Honestly, I hardly know where to begin, but I've decided simple is best. To our teachers, thank you for believing in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. You've taught us more than facts and formulas. You've taught us resilience, confidence, and how to challenge our own thinking. You've pushed us to grow, and we're better because of it. Whether it was Mr. Chili printing out my science fair poster the morning it was due, or Miss Carlson surprising me and my peers with a gift bag before our A-push test, even if it's just a little thing, my teachers were always there for me. To our parents and guardians, thank you for seeing our potential, even when we tested your patience, your limits, and probably your sanity. Thank you for standing by us through earlier mornings, late nights, and all the sacrifices, both the ones we saw and the many we didn't. To my own parents, thank you for always showing up to my games and competitions, for taking me to countless practices, and for covering all the expenses along the way. Your constant support and motivation, especially through school, have meant everything to me. I'm so grateful for everything you've done. To all of you who have guided us, thank you. This diploma isn't just a piece of paper, it's a symbol of the countless hours you've invested in us. As we step forward into this next chapter, we carry your lessons, your love, and your support with us. We promise to stay grounded in the foundation you've helped us build. Thank you. And now we'll hear from Nicholas Briner, one of our valedictorians.
Hello. Okay. Good evening, Carbon High School, faculty, families, friends, and the graduating class of 2025. I'm extremely honored and humbled to stand before each and every one of you tonight as we close a chapter of our lives and prepare for the next. Now, some of you may not have noticed, but on the walls of our beloved Carbon High hallways, among all the screaming and chaos, also stood posters of the school theme, Roar. Each letter standing for an aspect of character I believe you must take with you wherever you go after tonight. The R stands for respect. One of my great pleasures in life was to sit in my car as I was about to leave school each day and watch people pass by. I enjoyed taking a look at a person walking by and imagining where they're going, what their life is like, saying to myself, I understand your thoughts and emotions off a single glance. And as fun as people watching is, it's a fantasy. The reality is, nobody understands anything about a person off a glance. Nobody understands a person's pain, a person's trials, the depth of their love, the depth of their passion off a single glance. No. True respect is found in the way we choose to listen to each other, in the way we choose to understand each other. Respect is not about liking everyone you meet. That would be ridiculous. Respect is about holding yourself accountable to the idea that no matter who you meet in life, every single human being has an inherent dignity to their existence. The O stands for optimism. It's a decision to believe that things can be better than they are now. And this is not a passive trait. Optimism is a conscious decision you make every day to choose to see good wherever you go. And wherever you do go in life, you will fail a lot. And those failures will hurt a lot. And when the world hurts you, that is precisely the moment when optimism is needed the most. So I implore you to look for the good in this world, because there's a lot of it if you're willing to look in its direction. The A stands for ambition. Ambition does not look the same person to person. It isn't about achieving someone else's version of success. It's about living your life true to your individual purpose. And from this moment on, your life is yours to shape. It's now your job to battle through the uncertainty and live in the way you choose. But in a world of uncertainty, I am confident in one thing. I believe that deep down, each and every one of us is filled to the brim with passion. And maybe your purpose in life is to nurture, to heal, to build. Maybe your purpose is to advocate. Maybe your purpose is to revolt. No matter what, just make sure that the passion within you never burns out. Go out in life, take some risks, make some really, really dumb mistakes, and find what you love. Find the people you love. Find what fulfills you in this life and never stop being a passionate person. The final R is for resilience. Life is a constant battle between darkness and light. And life will get dark. Life will get painful, consuming, so draining, possibly even to the point where you may not be able to see a way out. You will experience heartbreak, failure, defeat, missed opportunities, and the world we go into is not quick to offer relief. So I say, resilience isn't how much you can be kicked around without shedding a tear. No, resilience is not an individual task. Because all the darkness in the world disappears with a kiss, with a hug, with a friend looking you in the eye after a long night of laughing and reminiscing over the stupid things you did in high school, and at the end of it all, being able to say the words, "I love you, and I appreciate you." Darkness holds no presence in a room where there is light. So please, be a light. And I'd like to wrap this up tonight with a final message, and this applies to everyone present, even parents, teachers, and administration. If you live the rest of your life with these aspects of character, respect, optimism, ambition, and resilience, I think you'll live a good life. I think it's missing something though, an L for love, and not romantic or cliche love. I'm talking about love in its truest form, empathy, the radical act of imagining the world through someone else's eyes. In a world that often rewards performance over presence and division over understanding, empathy is not a weakness. It is how we remember that every person, no matter how polished or successful or quiet or different, carries something within them that is unseen. So class of 2025, as we finally graduate, let us not go gently into the great big world that is waiting for us. Let's go with a roar. Thank you. We will now hear from Josiah Trossel, our other valedictorian. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates, good evening, and thank you for being here to celebrate this incredible milestone with us. Tonight, as we wrap up high school and look to our future, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to all those who helped us get here. We've all gotten this far because of the people around us, our parents, our coaches, our teachers, even though we didn't always agree with them, and our friends. Let's take a second to appreciate everyone who believed in us. So could all my fellow graduates turn around and thank you, the person behind you, for their support. After 4 years of challenges, growth, and unforgettable moments, we're here today, ready to move on to the next chapter of our lives. But before we step into the future, I'd like to take a moment to look back, to reflect on how we've all come together to solve one of the greatest puzzles of our lives, high school. After all, Erno Rubik famously said, "Our whole life is solving puzzles." Our experience at Carbon High School has, in some ways, felt like solving a Rubik's Cube, each twist and turn building upon the last. Freshman year was like a well-scrambled cube, much like this one. We were thrown into high school all the way back in August of 2021. It was as if we were given this scrambled cube and told to solve it without any instructions, confused and overwhelmed. We faced new challenges, new faces, and new expectations. We've survived losing our 60-minute lunch. We've survived the coronavirus, countless practices, hours of homework, and even Mr. Morris's class. While it might have seemed like we were fumbling to get the pieces into place, we learned something vital. In the wise words of Steven Tyler, life's a journey, not a destination. Sophomore year came next, a little less lost, but still learning how to work through the twists and turns. At times, it felt like we were stuck, like we'd been staring at the same side of the cube for hours, like it wasn't aligning the way we wanted. But slowly, with patience, persistence, and a little bit of stubbornness, we started to realize that the pieces we thought were out of place were actually just part of the bigger picture. Then, junior year, coaches started looking to us as leaders, and we became the examples to underclassmen. Expectations grew, but so did our skill sets. All those fundamentals we learned as freshmen and sophomores started paying off, whether it was advanced math classes, AP classes, or the dreaded ACT. You probably already know my score. Now, many of us started thinking seriously about what we were really going to do after high school. It was during this time that we began to understand the big picture. That each move, even the ones that didn't quite work out, brought us closer to who we are and where we needed to be. You might not have gotten the ACT score you wanted, or not made varsity, or had a crappy prom, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Setbacks are just a part of life. It's all part of the process. If you worked hard junior year and set it up right, senior year should have been the easiest part. And finally, senior year. College classes, AP tests, college applications, a lighter schedule for many, and most importantly, preparing for the future. This year was like the final twist, the last few moves that felt like everything was either coming together or falling apart. Life, just like solving a Rubik's Cube, doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes you think you've lined everything up perfectly, only to find that one piece is out of place. Like having everything you need for senior checkout, teacher signatures, parking pass, Chromebook and charger, even your Yonder pouch, only to realize that you forgot your pink senior checkout sheet. Oops. But here we are. We've each completed our own puzzle in our own unique way. We're here today at the finish line. Just a few final steps, and we are done. Now, it's time to say goodbye to high school and hello to college. The thing about a Rubik's Cube is that there's no one right way to solve it. Just like the Pledge of Allegiance, some people say it a lot slower than others. There are countless methods, countless paths, and sometimes we have to backtrack, take a different approach, or try again when things don't go our way. You may think it's up to us to figure it out, one twist at a time, but don't be afraid to try new things and ask more experienced people for advice. So, my fellow graduates, as we board our final flight out of Carbon High, remember this. Life is full of twists, turns, and unexpected challenges. Each of you has your own puzzle to solve, and no matter where we end up or how long it takes, we are all equipped to keep going. You've already shown that you can solve something complex, this journey through high school. So I know that with your courage, your determination, and your drive, there is nothing that can stand in your way. Congratulations to the Carbon High School class of 2025, and thank you to everyone who helped us get here. Go Carbon!